I want to admit something that I don't really love about myself. I love doing good, but it's always that little bit easier when I feel that the good I'm doing is noticed. Not in a please give me a round of applause sort of way, but more like, please let me feel like this actually mattered. And that's why it's great that Tetzaveh shows up this week like a quiet spiritual therapist to say, that's cool, I still need to do the good anyway. Because Tetzaveh is obsessed with the work that doesn't get the spotlight. It's about the oil that needs to be brought every single day so that the light can stay lit. It's about special garments and service and routines and procedures, not dramatic moments, but the sustaining ones. And here's a detail that I think makes the whole thing that little bit sharper. Moshe's name isn't mentioned in this parasha, not once, which is wild because Moshe is basically the main character of Sefer Shemot, the book of Exodus. Here in Tetzaveh, he becomes totally absent, or at least unnamed. The Torah moves the spotlight away from the leader and onto the system, away from charisma and onto consistency, away from the person that everybody quotes and onto the people doing the work that needs doing so that the community doesn't fall apart. Which is kind of uncomfortable because so much of what we do, even our best stuff, it kind of comes with this invisible bargaining chip attached. I'll keep showing up if it feels appreciated. I'll keep giving if someone notices. I'll keep carrying this if it comes with some emotional return. And Tetzaveh just shrugs and says, the menorah still needs its oil. Every day. Even when no one's clapping. Even when no one's thanking you. Even when your name isn't in the parasha. So here's my kavanah from Tetzaveh that I'll be focusing on this week. Showing up consistently, even when it's unseen. Not as an innate personality trait, but as a practice that I'm going to work on, because a lot of Jewish life, and honestly, a lot of good human life is built by people who are steady when it would be easier to be impressive. A question I'm going to be asking myself this Shabbat to help me focus in on this idea is, where do I find myself only wanting to contribute if it's going to be visible to others? Where am I quietly measuring my commitment by the amount of recognition I get back? And here's a question for you to consider. What's one piece of oil work in your life right now? One small, steady act that keeps the lights on for others, especially something that you like knowing others appreciate. And what would it look like if you did it this week without it needing to be seen by them? Shabbat Shalom. I hope that you'll find dignity in the quiet work and that your steadiness will become its own kind of light for you.